were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, or hard enough for a heart. Well, you'd rather be riding your knot than going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. When your grammar school days were over, it was 1917. You did the right and proper thing. You were just 18. You were never mentioned in dispatches. You never mentioned what you did or saw. You were just another keen young man in the mud and stink of war. Oh, you were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, not hard enough for a heart. You'd rather be riding your knot than going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. Couldn't even hold down a job. Well, you came home from the Great War with the pips, a captain's rank, a German officer's Luger, and no money in the bank. Well, your family sent you down a coal mine to try and learn to be a captain there, but you couldn't stand it very long. You needed the light in the air. You were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, maybe not hard enough for a heart. Well, you'd rather be singing the Pirate King or going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. Couldn't even hold down a job. When the Second World War came along, you know what must be done. You'd re-enlist to help young men learn about the booby trap and the gun. They sent you home to Yorkshire with a crew and a Lewis gun, try and save your seaside town from the bombers of the Hun. You were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, maybe not hard enough for a heart. You'd rather be finding nightjars nests than going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. Couldn't even hold down a job. When my mother, she came to your door with a baby in her arms, a big hurt boy just 9 years old, trying to keep her from harm. You'd have been a practical man, you would have been forewarned. You'd have seen this could never work, that I would never be born. There was no proper work in your seaside town, so you came here looking for a job. You were storming at the power station before I came along. Nobody talked about how you quit, but I know that's what you did. My mother said you were a selfish man, and I was your selfish kid. Oh, you were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, maybe not hard enough for a heart. Well, your dognet was soon gone along with your split cane rod, 'cause you were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You showed me I'd ride in the hedgerow, Speedwell and Traveler's Joy. Showed me how to use my eyes, but I was just a boy. taught me how to love a song and all I know of nature's way. The greatest gifts I've ever known, I use them every day. Oh, you were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job. You weren't steady enough for the office, maybe not hard enough for a heart. You'd rather be riding your knot than going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't hold down a job.